How and welcome to Dee Talk Live, Love Talk with Dee on Mondays. How is everybody? How are we all going? What are we all doing? I'm hoping that your start of the week is magnificent and vibrant and bright. And you guys are enjoying your day. You've had a good day at work, I'm assuming, everyone out there in beautiful Melbourne. Tonight we're set to rock the boat with many more magnificent a magnificent love topic and many more magnificent conversations, how we all get into the swing of things and part of things, because it's hilarious with all these great topics and everyone gets involved all the time, which are great. Tonight's topic is in relevance to incorporating friendships to relationships, and sometimes not knowing whether someone that might be interested in you, who is a friend of yours and you've always seen them as a friend of yours, wants a relationship with you. But it's also about if you think that the opposite genders can actually maintain a friendship without developing a love interest. Because there are many people that get involved in relationships after a friendship. And a lot of relationships happen after friends have been friends for many years and for a very long time, because they know each other and they understand each other somewhat differently to what someone else would know or understand, or somebody that you don't know, right? And it's a little bit more special, I think, and different. I've been in many friendships, and sometimes feelings do come up and people do tell you that they're interested in you, or, you know, the conversation might come up. Not initially. Initially they might think, yeah, she's attractive, or she's hot, or oh my God, I'd go her, or I'd go him, whatever it is. But I think these feelings manifest and develop eventually. And then that's when they know there might be some sort of potential between you guys, because you get along so well. And that's where it comes down to having a friendship that might evolve into love the top. I know, I love it too. Isn't it fantastic? How are you, son? Yeah, that, you know, might eventuate to a relationship. I know, it was so fitting. I had to wear this top tonight because it is Dee Talk Live Love Mondays. And then eventually it does. Eventually it progresses, and you might actually feel something for somebody and get in a relationship with them and be engaged to them, you know. And then maybe later it might not necessarily work out, but at least you learnt something, or, you know, gave it a shot, okay? But in regards to me, I have many suitors in regards to friends sometimes, and I get myself into trouble because I don't realize that they might want something that I don't want. But that's where I've made the decision, and I consistently do it. I tend to just be straight out from the start, because I don't want to hurt anyone, and I don't think anybody should be hurt if they've really got feelings for you. But you should always be clear about your thoughts and your feelings, and what you basically want to happen, or what you want from a somewhat friendship or relationship. I'm not going to waste my time being in a friendship where I know that I'm going to go ahead and do something that I'm going to regret, and then I'm going to wreck the friendship. I don't want my friendship to be destroyed, or, you know, detriment, to push detriment towards something like this, because I care so much about the relationship. So I'm not going to just do something just for the sake of it when you don't have any feelings, or you don't feel a specific way. Even though sometimes you might feel as though you are attracted to the person, it doesn't necessarily mean that you then think, okay, I should go for this, or this should be something that I should step into, because you have to be 100% about something like this. It's really hard to figure out exactly where you stand with somebody, but more or less, and most of the times, you know initially. Your stomach, your gut tells you, where it will go and what will happen if, let's just say, you go down that road. And that's where you've got to be really, really careful about these types of things. But I do think that opposite genders can maintain a friendship, because I have a best friend. And, he means the world to me. He knows who he is and who, how much he means to me. And he knows that we don't cross that boundary because of that specific reason. And we've been friends for a long time now. And we love each other, but we love each other in a different way, where that doesn't go beyond those boundaries in order for it to become romantic or a love interest. You've got to really come into terms with what you want from a person in your life. And especially if their views and your views are the same, your morals are the same, things that you share, even though it might seem that way with, let's just say, a best friend like myself, or someone that you might like, or that might be a friend, because sometimes we have many friends, and they will be male, they will be female. And I'm sure many of you guys especially have heaps of girls that you talk to that you consider to be a really good friend. And most of the times you end up hooking up with them. And then when things happen or when things go down, you're like, what did I just do? I shouldn't have done what I just did, because now it's not the way it used to be, because you've damaged it. You've damaged the whole friendship, because you brought in love, you brought interest, you brought in the technicality of things. And the technicality of things is, it does not, it's not a friendship anymore. It's become a love relationship. And it's not like you call the person every 2 days and you're like, hey mate, what's going on? Or what's going on? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You're actually putting a lot more effort into it when it's, you should anyway. I don't know how you guys are, but when I'm in a relationship, I'm in it 100%. So you can't just be like, okay, so I'm going to get involved with, this person or my best friend or whatever it is. I'm giving it as an example. And I'll just be doing what I did before and it's all good and just be, blah, blah, blah. No, because it's a relationship, a love relationship. So a lot more effort needs to be put into place. His world is your world. Her world is your world. Her world is yours. Vice versa. Man, women, whatever. Woman, men, whatever. But when it comes down to it, when you're in a friendship and you feel as though that there might be something there, always try to explore these ideas before you even take the next step. Because you need to understand that friendships are slim to none. You don't find many friends out there, these days anyway, that will have your back, or that will lift you high, or that will consistently give you that great guidance that I might give to my best friend and he might give to me. Or if you're in trouble, or, we might speak about really big, dark secrets that not many people know about and they don't need to know about. Because it's what you share with that other person. And that's the reason why it's so special, So having a relationship with somebody that is your friend is possible. It is. Because as I said before, many relationships have actually become love relationships. And some people have even gotten married and stuff and had kids and everything. I know years ago, I'll give you an example. Years ago, we had huge groups, and it was because my cousin lived in Brunswick at the time, and her boyfriend lived in Glenroy. So they used to call us, and if she ever listens to this, she's going to be like, oh my God, what a flashback. We were the Brunswick girls and they were the Glenroy boys, okay? So, having, all the boys were with the girls, blah, 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 right? But I never got involved with anybody. It wasn't like that. But some of the girls actually that befriended these guys and became really good friends with these guys eventually got married to them, and they're really happy now, and they've got kids and everything. So things like this do happen, and they become so beautiful as well, because sometimes they gradually actually evolve into a love relationship and become so amazing. So it is possible. It is possible to be with somebody, but that's really your decision and really what you think will magically happen or want to happen. But I think you should talk about it though. Always talk about it. Communication. If you communicate to this person, and I'm sure even if, he's your best friend or she's your best friend or, vice versa or whatever, if, you sit down and you tell these people or person, whatever, I'm feeling a specific way, I don't think they're going to stop being friends with you because you have romantic feelings for them. At the end of the day, we're old enough to make these decisions, and we're old enough to understand that somebody might be attracted to us and might want to be with us. But it doesn't mean that we're like, okay, I don't want to know this person. Oh, you guys have been friends for so many years. Why wouldn't you? You can still, have a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. But, it can be something very special. And I'm sure that person will not look at you twice and say, oh my God, wow. Because if anything, they'd get flattered and, they'd understand where you're coming from. And then eventually, if it's supposed to work out that way, and sometimes you don't even know, they might be feeling the same way as you do. And then you're like, oh my God, they're actually feeling the same way as I am. So who knows, this could work, So my best friend, he actually told me he had romantic feelings about me. I'm going to tell people now. He's going to kill me. But he doesn't, you don't know who he is, so it's okay. Only those that are close to me know. But I love him, regardless. Love him. And that's why I'm giving it as an example. And he is the best thing that ever happened to me, because he's been a big rock and big part of my life, and I love him, and he knows how much I love him. But I didn't want to wreck the relationship, number one, and I didn't see him that way, remember? So we're not going to hurt people. We're going to put in ideas, right? And we're going to say, okay, so how do I see this person? What will this person give me? Are these the things that, mix in well? Not to say that he's not a terrific guy. Emotionally speaking, he is magical, he is magnetic. The girl that ends up with him is going to be very happy, whoever she is. We are not disclosing information right now. He's going to kick my butt. He loves me. I love him so much. And basically it wasn't going to go there because I didn't want it to go there, because I knew within my heart and my soul and my everything that I loved him exactly just the way he was, as my best friend. Because I'm always going to be there for him, regardless, even if it's love, even if it's, normal, whatever it is, he knows I've got his back and he's got mine as well. But that's what I mean. You don't want the relationship to change. You don't want to hurt someone. And that's what I was doing. I was sticking to my guns and pretty much understanding that, I don't want to do something just for the sake of doing it, People get into relationships sometimes with friends and stuff just because they want to have fun. I don't want to have fun. I'm not that I want to have fun person, girl. I'm that relationship person that loves love and wants to be loved and wants to fall in love again, because love is such... It's me, it's my motive, love, love. That's all I do is send love to everybody all the time. Love, well wishes, everything, So if that's what you want, go for it. No judgment here. You do what you have to do. But for me, no. But my answer to today's question is, do you think opposite genders can maintain a friendship without developing a love interest? Sometimes they do, right? And sometimes you can, depending on the person. In my case, yeah, I do. I actually do think. Because we are best friends, and I'm sure many of you have got that type of friendship as well, with other people. But as I said, if you want to explore those new boundaries, those newfound friendships, or whatever it is, that you want to, always communicate, always talk about it. and go for it. If it feels right, you know, go for it. You know, I've always said to you guys, fly like a bird, you know, delving into their dreams, and love is just magnificent when you find it, you know. Thank you again for joining me tonight on Dee Talk Live, Love Talk Mondays. Woohoo! Also, oh my God, exciting news, and I'm sure many of you have seen it as well. We are doing our Dee on the Streets next live. It is on the 19th of March, and we are going to be live from Eleni's kitchen and bar on the 19th. All the details have not been disclosed as yet, but they will be. We are actually going to do a massive segment there as well. The guys are really excited. I'm really excited. I'm a Yarraville girl as well. So I'm going back to the heart. We're going to do something fantastic that night. I will let everybody know what time we will be down there. And I'm letting you guys know from now to keep you prepared, because I want you to know, and I want you to come down, come have a drink with us, come and eat. The food is sensational. Everybody's amazing. The vibe and the atmosphere is really, really magnetic as well. So thank you again for joining me tonight on Dee Talk Live, Love Mondays. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the love and support we consistently receive. It means so much to us. We're very grateful and humbled for everything you guys do. I'm going to get emotional here. It's crazy. I think it's the love thing. It's bringing out the love. And I hope you guys have an amazing evening. And as I said, Dee on the Street, second one in Yarraville. How exciting. Bye guys. Have a beautiful evening. And I'll see you on Thursday, actually. On Thursday, you don't want to miss this, because you're not going to see me like this ever again. That's all I have to say to you. It's a clue on Thursday's topic. It's going to be huge. And it's hilarious as well. Love you so much. Love and light.